Hey guys, I'm Natalie. Welcome to today's low impact, full body, high intensity workout. Today you will need a floor mat for a couple of the core moves and a set of 2 hand weights. Before we get started, in rounds 2 and 4, we're going to be focusing on the hamstrings, and I want to take just a few minutes here to talk about form for the hamstrings. So we're going to be doing deadlifts and good mornings, and I want you to imagine that someone's got you by the base of the spine with a chain and they're pulling your booty back, and then that way we're able to get into those hamstrings. So when we do that, whether our feet are together, whether they're apart, or whether you're doing it on one leg, either the foot on the ground or off the ground, you're imagining the same concept. The booty's being pulled back. So it's not about getting the torso down towards the thighs. It's about sending the booty back and keeping the torso long and straight and tall. So the torso is just following the trajectory of the booty, and then that way you can get into those hamstrings. So you'll see what I mean when we get to rounds 2 and 4. Let's get started with our 2-minute warm-up. Face the feet out to the corners of the room in a nice wide stance. Let's start with my favorite warm-up, which is the punching series. Do a little squat tap and let's set up our form. Pull yourself up through the crown of the head, a nice, long, tall torso, supported by a really strong, engaged core. Roll the shoulders up and back for 1, 2 and 3, arms up, and then little jabs to the front. Come a little bit lower in that squat tap, and make sure that you're jabbing like there's a punching bag in front of you, so you're not just flopping the arms out there. You're engaging the core. The core is helping you throw those punches, or imagine one of my punches landing right in your tummy and you're engaging the abs, getting ready for impact. A few more for 3, 2 and 1. Come a little bit lower in the squat tap, and this time uppercuts, that imaginary punching bag up in front of your face. Again, you're not just flopping the arms, you're giving it a little jab up into that punching bag for 3, 2 and 1. Now turn it into cross-body hooks. The elbows bent and you're punching up at shoulder height. Core still engaged. We're going to try and make the core work for every single move today for 3, 2 and 1. From here, squat, drive up through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top of the move, and just like we did when we spoke about the hamstrings, I want you to imagine that someone's pulling your booty back and the torso is just coming forward long and tall for 2 and 1. Shuffle on the spot. I'll show you the first move, 2 hand weights. Step the right leg back into a rear lunge position, arms up overhead. Rear lunge, stand with an overhead press, rear lunge kick. That's it, down, up, down, kick. Bringing your right knee close to the ground, 2 right angles with those legs. Here we go, rear lunge, stand, rear lunge, kick it. Making sure that you're kicking in like you mean it. You're not just flopping the leg forward. If you lose your balance, you can just come up out of it and tap it. Bringing the right knee close to the ground. Left leg this time. So bringing that left knee close to the ground. Stand, down, and kick. Get ready? Here we go. Rear lunge, stand, rear lunge, kick. This is a move for now this front right glute and quad. Of course, working the core because we're needing to stabilize ourselves and working the shoulders. All right guys, wide stance. Feet out to the corners of the room, palms up. Squat, stand and squeeze, squat. Kick to the corner with a bicep curl. Here we go. Down, stand and squeeze, kick corner. Keep the elbows tucked into the body on that bicep curl. Down, squeeze, down, kick. Working the inner thighs, working the quads, and of course working this left standing leg and glute. Other side. Making sure when you come down, your knees aren't coming out over your ankles. Get ready. Squat, stand, squat, kick corner. With your left leg this time, torso long and tall, repeating the bicep curl, getting low and low on that plie squat, getting into the inner thighs. All right guys, hip distance apart, shoulders back and down, palms in, arms out in front. squat, stand and squeeze, and then kick. Here we go. Squatted, stand and squeeze, and kick. Arms are just coming down beside the body today and focusing on that forward, upward move. Sit back, squeeze, sit back, kick. Bring in the arms up to shoulder height. I'll show you on the left leg. So sitting back, stand and squeeze, sit back, kick. Catch my breath, hip distance apart. Squat, stand and squeeze, and kick. Torso long and tall. Don't let it hunch over. Exaggerate. Sitting back into that squat. Sit back, squeeze it up, sit back, kick. Core is engaged. All right, guys, grab your mat. Come into a forearm plank. We're going to be working your right leg. Don't let your hips collapse. Tuck them under. Just lifting the right leg up. Here we go. Squeeze it up and up, up and up. So keeping the hips focusing or facing down to the ground. If you get tired, just drop the foot. You can also drop the knees and come back up and then continue with that raise. Squeeze it up, squeeze it up, squeeze it up. All right, guys, your left leg. So making sure you don't collapse the hips, tuck them under. Just lifting the left leg up in the air. Here we go. Squeeze and squeeze, squeeze and squeeze. If you get tired, put both feet on the ground. Drop to your knees if you need to. Then come back up onto your feet and then raise that left leg. Squeeze it up up and up. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Well done, guys. You are 1 down, 3 to go. Grab a drink. 1 hand weight. This is the hamstring round. So a wide stance, but feet are facing forward. Arm starts overhead. Squat. Roll to deadlift squat. Knee up. So really imagine someone pulling that booty back. Here we go. Squat. Roll to deadlift squat. Knee up. So look up at me on that deadlift. So imagine someone's pulling your booty back with the arm. The arm comes down. Drop it to the ground. Back to the shoulder. Overhead press. Down. Drop it to the ground. Back to the shoulder. Overhead press. 2, 1. Other side. Feet are facing forward. Wide stance. Squat. Roll to deadlift. Look at my back. Long and tall. Squat. Knee up. Here we go. Squat. Look up at me on the deadlift and then knee up. Squat. Roll to deadlift, squat, knee up. So think of the deadlift as a horizontal move for the booty. Someone's pulling you back and then knee up. Down, roll it over, down, knee up. 2, 1. All right, guys, start with the arm out in front, palm facing in. Rear lunge, single leg deadlift, rear lunge, knee up. Get ready, arm out in front. Rear lunge, single leg deadlift, rear lunge, knee up. You can keep those feet on the toes on the ground if you like, and just imagine sending that booty to the back of the room, or lift that foot up off the floor, down, deadlift, down, knee up. I'll show you on the other side, left leg, rear lunge, roll to deadlift. You can keep those toes on the ground or lift them up off the ground, and then a knee up. Here we go, rear lunge, deadlift, rear lunge, knee up. If you are doing the single leg deadlift, don't worry about how far off the ground you lift that left leg. You're just trying to send the booty to the back of the room. Torso stays long and tall. All right, guys, feet are together. It's a good morning. Back comes forward with a tricep extension and then a squat. So send the booty to the back of the room. Here we go. Send it back and then a squat. So you're doing a bow. Booty goes to the back of the room. Step squat. Booty to the back and then step squat. Tricep extension, bicep curl. Tricep and bicep. Other side, left leg. So bowing forward with a tricep extension and then a squat. Someone's pulling your booty back. Here we go. Send the booty back and then squat it. Tricep extension and then step squat. So you're bowing forward. Look up at me. Exaggerate a long, tall back. And then just imagine someone's got you from the base of the spine, and they're pulling you back, pulling you back. All right, guys, come down on your back into a single leg glute bridge, arm overhead, left foot up, point the toe. You're going to come down, up, and then 2 glute squeezes. Here we go. Bring the foot down, up, squeeze, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, squeeze. So the glutes stay up in a glute bridge the whole time, and then you're just giving 2 extra squeezes of that left glute when the leg comes back up. 2, very good. All right, so now this time, your left leg up in the air. Lift the glute up. Down, up, squeeze, squeeze. Here we go. Bring it down, bring it up. Squeeze, squeeze. Down, up, squeeze, squeeze. So that your left leg now never touches the ground. Bring it down, bring it up. Squeeze, squeeze. The arm is just staying there in that vertical position. Squeeze, squeeze. One more. Squeeze, squeeze. Well done, guys. Grab a drink. You are halfway done. Back to the 2 hand weights. Second chance to perfect rounds 1 and 2. Step into a rear lunge. We're going to rear lunge stand, rear lunge kick or tap. Get ready, here we go. Rear lunge, stand it up, rear lunge kick or rear lunge stand, rear lunge tap. Bring in your right knee close to the ground. In that rear lunge, look down. The knee of your left leg should definitely be behind your left toes. Half one. So your left leg, step back into it. Arms overhead. 2 right angles. If you're here, pull your body weight back. Here we go. Rear lunge stand, rear lunge kick, or rear lunge stand, rear lunge tap. If you're doing the kick, kick it like you mean it. Don't just flop that leg up there. Bringing your left knee close to the ground. Down, up, down, kick. All right, we'll get out of half one. Nice wide stance. Palms facing in a bicep curl. Squat, stand, squat, kick to the corner with your right leg. Squat, squeeze, squat, kick, squat, squeeze the glutes. Keep that core engaged. Elbows tucked into the body. Working those biceps, working the inner thigh and booty. All right, need to catch my breath. We're going to do that wide stance. Left leg kicking to the left corner. Here we go. Squat, stand, squat, kick corner, and then straight back down into that plie squat. Engage the core. Down, stand, down, kick. 5 seconds. 2, 1. We'll get out of half one. Hip distance apart. Arms up in front. Sit back, stand and squeeze. Sit back, kick with the right. Just the right leg. Sit back, squeeze it up, and then kick right. Letting that torso stay long and tall, and kick. Down, squeeze, down, kick. The arms have some momentum, but we are still working the shoulders. But we're also working the core in this move. Left leg. Sit back, squeeze it up, and kick, because the core helps control the torso. Here we go. Sit it back, squeeze it up, and then kick it up. Sit back like someone's pulling you back and pulling you back. After this, put the weights aside, forearm plank. A few more, guys. All right, get out of half one. Okay, into a forearm plank, just your right leg. So don't let the hips collapse, tuck them under, and then just lifting that right leg. Here we go. Lift and lift. Keep the hips facing down and just squeezing that leg up. This is also working the hamstring, getting ready for the next round. Squeeze it up, squeeze it up. If you need a rest, put both feet on the ground, drop the knees if you need to, and then come back up when you're ready. 2, 1. Your left leg. Watch my hips, don't let them collapse. Tuck them under. So that's collapsed, that's tucked under. Get ready, left leg. Lift it up and up. Lift and lift. Engage the torso, abs, core. This is a sneaky full body move right here, guys. Squeeze up that left leg and squeeze 5 seconds. You got this, keep going. 2, 1. Well done, guys. Grab a drink. 1 round to go. Weight in your right hand, wide stance, feet are facing forward. We're gonna squat, roll to deadlift, squat, knee up. Get ready, feet are facing forward. Just the right leg on the knee up, squat. Roll to deadlift, squat, knee up. Look up at me on the deadlift to exaggerate that tall, long back, almost like you're hyperextending your back and your booty. Down, stick it back, down, stand. 2, 1, left leg, squat. Someone's pulling you back. Don't worry about how far down you come. Even if you're up here, that's fine. Stick that booty back. Here we go. Squat, roll to deadlift, squat, knee up. Doing a clean and press with this left arm. So we're going from overhead press to bicep curl, back to the shoulder and overhead press. A few more, guys. 2, 1, half a one. All right, arm out in front. Step into a rear lunge. Single leg deadlift, rear lunge, knee up. Here we go. Rear lunge, deadlift, rear lunge, knee up. You can keep those toes of the right foot on the ground as you pivot the back forward, or you can lift the legs up off the ground. But imagine the same move, someone pulling you back. All right, got out of half one. Other side. So down. Keep those toes on the ground if you like. Don't worry about how far forward you come, or you can lift them off. Here we go. Rear lunge. Roll to deadlift, rear lunge, knee up. If you are tired and wobbly, keep the tippy toes on the ground as you roll to deadlift. I'm feeling it too. I get sloppy when I get tired. This is also a move for the core, helping to stabilize you. All right, guys. Good morning. Squat. So the booty's going back, the triceps going back. Here we go. Do a good morning. Step squat. Tricep extension, bicep curl. Someone's pulling you back, and then step into a squat, pulling you back. Look up at me on this one. Look up. And then really exaggerate, sticking that butt back there. Pull it. Other side. Squeeze that arm as you pull that booty. Someone's pulling you back. Here we go. Good morning. Step squat. Look up at me. Step squat. So it's like a deadlift, but feet are together and your back is just, or torso is just coming forward like a bow. 2, 1, on your backs, guys. Right leg up in the air into a glute bridge. Squeeze that left glute up. Right leg in the air, here we go. Drop it down, lift it up, squeeze, squeeze. Drop it down, lift it up, squeeze, squeeze. So the left glute is up in the air the whole time. We're just giving it 2 extra squeezes. Down, up, squeeze, squeeze. Another cheeky full body move here. Your left leg up in the air this time. Lift it up, bringing it down, bringing it up, squeeze, squeeze. Here we go. Left leg comes down, up, squeeze, squeeze, down, up, right glute. Bring it down and up, squeeze the right glute. We are working hamstring, of course, the right glute, but also the hamstring of this left leg. We're working core. Well done, guys. Give yourself a round of applause. From here, sit up. We're going to do a slightly different stretch today. I want you to cross your right leg in front of the body, bring your left leg up and over the right leg, and then I want you to hug this left leg, lift the body up, and then very gently rotating to your left. Very gently rotating. Hopefully you're feeling this in your left glute, giving the body a gentle turn. Breathe in, And lift the body a little bit more, breathe out, and very gently turning, never forcing a stretch. Switching sides, other side. Bring your left leg on the ground and tuck it under and across. Right leg comes up and over. Lift the torso up, grab this front right leg, give it a little hug, lift the body up into the air, very gently turning and looking over your right shoulder this time. Very gentle on the stretches, guys. Breathing in, lift the torso a little bit further, breathing out and turn it a little bit further. Bring the feet out in front. I want you to bring your right leg on the inside of this left leg. And then very gently, we worked the hamstrings a lot, so I want to stretch them, very gently leaning down over your left leg, not hunching the back, just like we did with the deadlifts. We want a nice, long, tall torso. It's not about how far down we can get, and keep this front foot flexed. Pulling back on it if you can. If you're up here, that's fine too. Maybe you can't even touch your foot, that's fine too. Just bring your back as far forward as you need to feel the stretch. Switching sides. Breathing in, lifting the body up. Breathing out, leaning out over this right leg. If you can't touch your foot, just grab yourself on the shin or the knee or the quad. And again, not hunching over, a nice long, tall torso. Let's stretch out the inner thighs. Bring the soles of the feet together. Lift your butt up off the floor and down towards the heels. Grab the feet, hold them together, and then lift that torso so it's long and tall as you kind of try and get your knees down to the ground. Mine are a mile away, but you're just getting that nice stretch on the inside of those thighs. Okay, we're gonna come up very slowly, guys. I want you to come into a little crouch position, and we're slowly gonna unravel one vertebrae at a time. I want you to come onto the soles of your feet, and now walk your hands up the shins, keeping the knees bent. We're gonna come up super, super, super slow. Hands up over the knees. The hands are coming up your quads. Slowly, slowly. You're gonna unravel one vertebrae at a time. This time you are hunched over. One vertebrae at a time. The head is the last to come up. Well done. 3 big arm circles up and back. Full 1, 2, 3. Grab one hand with the other one. Open up this chest, open up the arms. Give the arms a beautiful big stretch. Switch which hand is on top. Open up the arms again. Torso long and tall. If you can, guys, stick with me. Let's do a quick quad stretch. Grab one foot and grab it with the hand. Push out against that hand and breathe into this quad. I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. I try and mix it up a little bit. May not have felt like we worked out quite so hard in rounds 2 and 4, but sometimes I really like to find a way to get into those hamstrings. And I know a lot of people don't enjoy getting on the floor, especially lying down on your back after working out. That's why I tried to make rounds 2 and 4 a little bit slower, so by the time we were laying down on our back, we weren't huffing and puffing. So let me know if you've got any comments, suggestions, feedback. Please leave it down below. Thanks for working out with me, guys, and I hope to see you next time.